What's up, risk managers? My name is Nasdaq Anonymous, and I'm addicted to the NQ. And boy, is she one hell of a drug. And welcome to tonight's NA meeting, where we'll discuss the economic data for the week, analyze today's session, and from that, build a winning game plan for tomorrow's price action. And if you haven't done so already, you can show your support by subscribing to the channel. And with that said, let's jump into the charts now. This is tomorrow's data, and be mindful that all times are in Central Time. And we have a small block of news scheduled for tomorrow, so let's jump into it. At 12:35 and 12:45, we have Fed Bostic and Barr speaking, and at 3:30, we have some crude news. And now that we know what to expect, let's jump into the charts and create a game plan for tomorrow's price action. This is the block of price action that we traded during today's stream, and today was definitely a trend day. And as I analyze the charts, I see about 3 clues that's going to be essential for helping us find the best trades going into tomorrow's stream. So let's jump into it. During the overnight session, the Nasdaq opened slightly bullish and began trading in a tight range, where price broke out and took out Friday's highs. However, once the liquidity was swept above Friday's highs, the market traded 163 points to the downside before the bulls found support, and the Nasdaq began trading in a 113-point range going into the lunch session. And when price broke out and retested the top of this range, price traded an additional 171 points to the upside. And towards the close of the session, we witnessed the nastiest end-of-day bear trap on the Nasdaq, trading 110 points to the upside using the trapped bears as fuel. And based on this price action, here's what I'm going to be looking for. So we all saw it. We saw the nastiest bear trap in NQ history towards the end of the day. And the Nasdaq should be charged for all the bears that got clapped in that move. But with a move like that, it's highly unlikely that we see price continue to climb higher without a pullback. So I'll be looking for a rejection around 845. And if we do see that rejection, I'll be watching the reaction at a range between 790 and 765, because this is the area where we saw price broke out, and it's highly likely that market participants are waiting for a retest of this area. Now, if the bulls do not step up here and price begins to trade lower, then I'll be watching for the reaction at a range between 740 and 715, because if bulls do not step up at this range, then 685 and lower is definitely on the table. Now, if the bulls are able to hold up overnight, then I'll be watching for the reaction of the gap fill at 903 and a level at 925. I believe if price trades into this area, that it's highly likely for the bears to step in and sell price down. But because of these big moves, the price action overnight will definitely be essential for our bias going into tomorrow's stream. Now, if you're enjoying the content and appreciate the value that me and my trading partner provides to the trading community, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the release of our next NA meeting and live streams. And with that said, let's jump into an ES chart. This is an ES chart, and this is the block of price action that we traded during today's stream. And just like the NQ, during the overnight session, the E-mini S&P opened slightly bullish, taking out Friday's highs, and began trading in a tight range, where price broke down and traded 28 points to the downside. However, once the liquidity was swept below Friday's lows, the bulls found support and price traded in a 10-point range going into the lunch session. And once the liquidity was swept above and below this 10-point range, price rallied 58 points to the upside. And based on this price action, this is what I'm going to be looking for. Now, the story on the ES is different than on the NQ. The ES already filled its gap between 594 and 590 on August 1st, and price has swept the liquidity above July 23rd's highs at 629. So it's more likely that price trades to the downside overnight or possibly in a range. Now, if we do see downside overnight with the ES, I'll be watching for the reaction when price trades into a range between 608 and 604, because this is where price broke out, and I expect for market participants to buy the retest. But if the bulls are not able to hold price here and we trade lower, then I'll be watching for the reaction between 590 and 587. Now, we've definitely seen a lot of volatile price action, and the market has been making moves in both directions. So I will be monitoring both markets overnight to identify the best trades as we go into tomorrow's stream. And in summary, both markets started the cash session with strong selling pressure from the bears. Both markets broke out of their ranges and trended to the upside. And finally, both markets traded into heavy supplies at the close of the session. And that's all I have for tonight, risk managers. And you can watch us trade these concepts live by clicking this video. We'll see you there.